Hello there, guys. This is Casey Foster with NetcodeIlluminati. Just doing a match commentary here for the HRG versus Men ESEA-Main playoff match that was last night. And didn't get to watch it live, so I downloaded the demo, and we're going to go through the demo here. So we've got, I recognize Bill Nose, Ghoul, Joka, Noobler. So HRG is pretty much some old school pros, and I don't really recognize anybody on Men, but here we go. We're in pistol round. Looks like they're going to have the bomb sitting outside long. Basic default strat for Dust 2. They're going to have one guy going B tunnels, clearing out upper B, working back towards lower B. Pretty basic stuff. Two guys sitting palm tree, watching for the cat push. Oh, good spot there by the cat box guy, or green box guy. And CTs are set up pretty basic. They've got a guy spotting far back B, guy up close long. This is a good setup. They just need to be set up for counter flashes, really. And it looks like they've taken up cat. The guy's got a lot of damage on the guys, and they've spotted cat. Joka just destroys them with the nade, holding this really well, letting them come to him and him not over-peeking them, because terrorists tend to get a really nice shot off on the guy on ramp. So now they're in a 4v1. Joka takes down 3, and Ghouls get ones at long, and they know this guy's cat, so they're flashing cat, and Noobler's in lower B box to get the kill. So that was a really good setup. Terrorists need to take that a little slower, though. They executed within the first minute and 20, which was pretty much the end of that round. But yeah, here we are in this is an anti-eco for the CTs and an eco for the terrorist round, meaning the terrorists have to save, meaning they're not going to buy guns. They're just going to stay with their Glocks and pistols and stuff, and the counter-terrorists are going to get into positions where they can crossfire on people and stuff and utilize their rapid-firing guns versus their pistols. So looks like they're doing a pretty passive setup there here in an eco round for the CTs, I mean, and doubling up on long, which is good because terrorists will never kill both of those people if they're up close long. Pretty good nade he's about to throw here. Didn't land it though. And it looks like the terrorists are doing a mid to B. They get 2, not bad on an eco round, and a gun, but there's still a guy in the sight. He's going to rape them with a nade, and they're going to get pinched on in the mid. That's not bad, you know, getting two kills, but really what they should have done is got the kills and then fell back to mid and just waited for rotates. They would have had a better chance of winning the round. I mean the terrorists, if they would have just got those kills there in mid, grabbed the guns, and then ran back to mid instead of trying to commit to B. Being as they had 3 people in mid, basically they killed 2, and then the other guy ran into B site, so it should have just been a quick get the gun and then run back to mid, and there would have been counter-terrorists flanking them, and they probably would have killed them. So it looks like our B rush here. 1 nade up close, and the counter-terrorist perfectly counter-flashes that. He's going to keep them flashed again. A really good job here by Noobler. That's the best thing you can do in an anti-eco, if you're getting 5-man rushed. What Noobler did there is just, he got the early counter flash off, and then just didn't try and fight them. He just kept flashing them, which was really good. Risen's getting some pretty sick deagle shots here, but overall the CTs win. It's not bad that they got 2 kills, or 2 deaths, because they're all going to upgrade here as it is anyway. That's what happens in competitive Counter-Strike Source on the 3rd round. Making sure that you win pistol and then the anti-eco and then the second eco. If you win all 3, you're going to be able to upgrade. Both teams should be able to upgrade. So everybody's got rifles and M4s and ops now, and it looks like they've got a pretty basic setup as well. 2 people long, and AS right here is the mid rotator, and the other guy is the mid player. And looks like Men is going to be doing an early up cat to try and draw nades off, possibly. But it's not going to be too effective, being as they're playing too long and too spawn. So getting up cat, if they were to take it right now, more than likely they would win the round, but that's the chance, that's the risk you take as a terrorist, because you can't just sit on cat and try and take the site. If you want to take the site, you've got to take it relatively quick, but they've got a 2 long setup here, which is pretty good. But if they're not gaining any intel on the cat guys like that, he can just drop down and take control of the map. So he thinks that there's one here, but he's not. There's a guy still holding long. This is still winnable as a CT. If they get the bomb, and exactly that's what happened, he stopped the plant. He's going to go and get the bomb and try and plant for cat. There's a possibility he could die from a spawn guy, but he was a little late. So Ghoul's just sitting at long getting picks, and then they're going to retake the site here. It looks like they were playing a retake on A, so they let them get the bomb down, and then they're just pinching from Cat and long at the same time. This guy's sitting on Cat. He's in a spot to win this round. If he gets this kill right here, no, he does not. If he were to get that kill on Cat, he could flash over and kill the person as he's trying to defuse, being as the bomb was planted for Cat. So that was a good play on CT's or on HRG's half, as they just held their spots at long instead of trying to run to the site where there's 4 guys. Although the terrorists were a little late to getting back into the site, so all that happened was there was a guy in mid picking off rotates. And another round to HRG, so now Men is going to be on a half buy. Some people are going to have guns, some people are not. More than likely it's not going to do them much. Oh, they all bought guns, actually. That means they have no armor or no equipment. So this is a really bad idea on Men's part. They got the bomb down, but they're still not going to have full nades and armor. I mean, full nades and smokes and flashes, maybe a flash apiece. So bad flash here on Cat. They're just getting up Cat early. There's 3 people here. And it looks like they're going to do a too long. A good play. What'll happen, these guys will get up Cat, then they'll just smoke off long and plant for long like this right here, but they didn't check Cubby, and AS is going to get an easy kill just sitting there by himself, and the bomb is going to be down in sight. Now they're going to know that they're going to be here, and this is going to be really hard for the terrorists to retake this, being as Ghoul is in a perfect spot to get kills right here, and he is just dominating them. And a really bad play by Men, letting the bomb run into sight by himself with no cover, no flashes long. That needed to be coordinated a bit better. What happens is those long guys need to have a smoke in front of the door at long, so then when the guys are up a site, they can flash through the doors at long, which blinds all of the people at long and near the site somewhat on the ramp. And didn't happen, so that round was easily won by HRG. So we're going into round 6 here now, and terrorists should be on a full eco. They're probably going to deagle. That's what you do in Suorce, because you can run and shoot with the gun and make random things happen. So looks like it's a 5-man B here. Let's go ahead and watch Noobler. He's the B player. He's got an early counter flash, an early pre-flash. Not too effective as they weren't there, but he's in sight, completely unblind, going to take down 3-4 people and get taken down by the baiter in the tunnel. And not much he's going to do here unless he gets an early pick. This is a problem that a lot of people make, is they just sit in sight and they don't do anything with it. In a 3v1 like that, you have a gun, you've got to just get in their face and just frag them, and then turn you, because in a 3v1 they're just going to come at you all at the same time. So what you're trying to do is turn it into 3 1v1s, and you've just got to get in their face and frag them, and just turn it into 3 1v1s, basically peeking doors, killing one, falling back, throwing a smoke, running into a tunnel, delaying them, basically making them think you're doing something. But if you just sit in sight, there's no way you're going to win that round, or just sitting in the same spot. Looks like it's another B rush here. We're going to watch Noobler again. He's flashed in sight. He lets them into sight. This is bad news, and he gets naded by his teammates. See, what happened was he did not get a pre-flash off. He did not think they were going to rush B, so now they've taken the site completely uncontested. They're inside. They've smoked off doors. They're flashing over, planting the bomb. This is really good. They've got a guy watching tunnel. This is going to be a really hard retake. There were no deaths for the terrorist entering B site, so this is not a good spot that this tunnel guy is at, though. If they should have a crossfire on the tunnel, but looks like all of them are going to be coming doors. Yeah, they're just going to sit here and pick them off. This is going to be a really hard retake for CTs. Not very doable. Noobler made a huge mistake there, not getting into the site and pre-flashing tunnel. You have to pre-flash B tunnel every single round to stop the CT, or stop the terrorist from getting into tunnel. So as you can see right there, there was a massive mistake made that lost them the whole entire round. Just one flash by their top fragger, Noobler's 12-3, and all he needed to do was just get a simple flash off right there. That would have delayed the whole flash. He would have heard them in tunnels. But I don't know what was going on in mid, so anyway, the round's over, and we're in round 7 now. Terrorists have a little bit of momentum here. Now they're doing a fast long, and looks like the counter-terrorists are playing Spawn and Cat, which is a good setup. They hold a 4-man long as they contest them getting into sight. Zeg gets an entry, Risen gets a frag on his teammate, and it's a simple 4v4 here. Counter-terrorists need to get off of Cat, because they're just going to get naded here over and over and over again. And it's going to be a really hard round to win, as Bill Nose was in the perfect spot to just hold off the site, and the guy was on quads as well. So Stefan is going to be in a 1v3 here, flanking Cat, and he's spotted. This is going to be really hard to win now as well. He's on Xbox. That's a really, really bad idea. Bill knows trying to challenge him in that spot. It's a really hard shot to hit. And now he's in a 2v1. See, he's turned a 3v1 into two 1v1s now. And he's going to try and retake the site. He has no clue where either of these players are. They both have ops, both posted on him. You've just got to outshoot them in that situation, and that's where it comes down to just how good your aim is. So, terrorists should be on an eco here. Looks like they're going to be deagling up. Another eco round. Eco meaning economy round, where they've got to save their money so they can buy guns next round. They did not get the bomb down, so they may have to save two. And we're just going to be doing Cat play. I guess they're going to be doing 2 Cat, 2 long. This does not work with no flashes over long, as the long players are just going to rotate the site. Although this may get a kill. Yep, it did. Z got the ramp player, and they've come out of long way too early. They get a trade kill, get a gun. This is not bad for an eco round. If this was the end of the round, they should be totally okay with that, but that's the thing about Suorce, is eco rounds are winnable with deagles. So we'll see what happens here. They're gonna get the bomb down. This should be their main priority, just getting the bomb down and not fighting these guys with pistols. So we've got a guy coming up spawn. They do not know he's there. He's gonna go for the plant. Probably gonna get the plant. No, he's not. He's gonna jump off of Cat. They're in a 2v1 now. Should be really easy to plant the bomb. He's going to plant for long. Good plant. This guy is probably not going to be going for it, as he has an op. Counter-Strike Suorce, the ops are pretty expensive. You really only want to have 1 or 2 per team, being as if everybody was to op, your team would be broke. I think it's like 4,700 or something. He's in a Colt now. Bill knows picked up a Colt in a 2v1. Pretty hard to win a 2v1 with an op. And he made a huge mistake there by peeking the guy. They heard him. They knew exactly where to pre-aim. He jumped up. He one-digged him. And that was the end of the round. So Terrorist won a big round there, an eco round. They won a round with pistols versus full guns, which is really, that's really random, but it happens in Suorce. It's just you just out-frag and out-aim the other team. So momentum there in men's favor. They're going to be doing a basic play again, the 2 tunnel, 1 mid, and this guy's going to be going fast B. Going to try and get the B pick here. Let's see what happens. Bill knows Nubler's normally in a good spot. Gets entried by Stefan. Had an AK out. So they're pushing through B relatively fast. This is a good play. If you can just kill the B player and get straight to door so the counter-terrorist can't pre-flash and trade that, you're good to go. Bill knows is in a great spot. He has the bomb down. He gets the spawn player as well. So he knows exactly where the bomb is at. He needs to get into a better position now to get this frag on this guy that's flanking him long. I don't think he knows he's here. This is going to be either if he frags this guy, they're both pinching on him. This is really good. He's probably going to peek this guy on Cat though, and maybe get this kill, but he's probably going to be shot in the back. So we'll see what happens here. He's flashed, and yep, perfect. Bill knows needed to be in a spot where he could not basically give them the bomb. You can't just sit there on the bomb in 2v1s like that. You can't just sit on the bomb. They're going to come to you. So you need to be in a spot where they're not going to look, basically, like be in a spot away from the bomb, and you'll have a chance of shooting one of them in the side and or being in a 1v1. What happened right there is it was a 2v1 and he was blind. So just bad positioning on Bill Nose's part, but I guess he really just wanted to hold the bomb. So I think Nubler's going to learn his lesson here and pre-flash. He got a good flash off. That was a really good flash. I don't think they're going to come through the smoke, and they do. Bill Nose gets one. He knows another guy is closet. He's shooting the cement. Cannot kill him there. You're hitting the cement. That's a glitch in Suorce. The cement actually on that box sticks out a little further than you think it does, and he ended up shooting the box instead of shooting the other guy. So he got entried. And they've got the bomb in sight and the guy holding tunnel. This is a good setup, and they are in a 3v3 here. Looks like all 3 of the... Oh, one's going to be going tunnel Joka. Let's see what happens here on tunnel. This is going to be a quick battle. There's a flash off, and he misses the flash. The guy spots him tunnel, so this is definitely going to slow him down. Joka's still just going to be sitting here messing with them, and both of the door players are taken down by the same guy. So now they're in a 3v1. The guy's in tunnel. This is not going to be winnable. Not enough time to frag all 3 of them and defuse the bomb. So he's just going to be going for the gun save. and he's probably going to die here on this angle. Exactly, called it. And Terrorist picking up some major momentum here. If they win out this half, that will not be a bad half for Terrorist on Dust 2, especially since it looks like they're a little uncoordinated. So now we're going into the 12th round. Terrorists are going to have full guns. It looks like the CTs are on a save. Wow, this is big. This is definitely going to turn the whole half around. They were up 6-1, I believe, and now it's 7-4, and they're probably going to win these next two because the CTs are on saves. CT's a little more expensive because you have to buy kits, and the guns are a little more expensive. So Terrorists are just setting up in a really passive default setup here. The two outside long, the guy up cat, and then they should have the two tunnels. Yep, the guy's already in lower B. Looks like they're going to be doing a out of mid, maybe. I wouldn't recommend this on an eco round. He's just creeping out mid by himself. Where's this guy going to kill? They pushed long, so got a kill. They know they're on an eco. Bill Knows gets the frag on the guy that I said should not do that. Maybe they should watch the netcode commentaries. So, looks like they're just going to be sitting back while they get the bomb down, and Risen was trying to pick off rotators, but Bill Knows had a gun and came through doors and killed him. So 2v3 now. They both have all the Terrorists have guns. They've got one gun on Cat. Zig takes him down. Stefan with the op from barrels on the guy on long, and an easy round. The trade kills, they were trade kills. That's just how Suorce goes. So now we're in the 13th round. Counter Terrorists. Okay, they bought up. More than likely, they will not have an op, being as they lost that and they should have saved. I think they have one, though. Yes, they've got an op here. He's probably going to be on a low buy, and they're going to be doing a too fast cat, which they're going to be going for a cat pick here. Oh, they're going to be boosting somebody. Wow, nice play. That was really smooth on HRG's part to do that, jumping off cat and then bunny hopping up to there. And Ghoul does not get the kill. He should have gotten that kill. That was an easy frag. It was the perfect setup. That would have been a really fluent play if they would have gotten that kill. But Joko went and faced the lower B guy and gets faced. So now we're in 2v2. They have the bomb down in, I think that's... that looks like mid, correct? And they've got a guy. They think he's probably still top mid. They don't know that he went to long, and the other guy's in B. So I guess counter-terrorists do not know that they had the bomb down. Looks like they're going to be doing a B pinch here. I mean a mid to B play. This is going to be a hard round for this B player to win. And they went in 1-by-1. Biggest team's mistakes are peeking things one-on-one. If they would have had a 2v1 there, it would have been an instant trade, and or the counter-terrorist would not have gotten a kill because he would not have known who to frag. Got him easies in a good play, or a good spot, and is going to win the round. Gould threw those flashes a little early. Should have taken his time a little more. Found out where Gotham was instead of just rushing in there, because there were a bunch of plant spots. He could have been behind the box. He could have been behind the sandbags. He could have been in the back side. He could have been in the default plant spot. He needed to throw the flash over to blind the guy, and then through the flash, peeking doors, throwing the flash off the cement to make sure that he's flashed when he peeks. That was a really bad play on Gould's part. And it's going to be a B rush here, so we're going to watch Nooblers. He's the B player. He's in Cubby, and he's going to be peeking out. Bad idea. Not going to do much peeking out. He needs to let them come to him and get the deagle kills as they're running by. So B player's going to get into B. The terrorist's going to get into B and the bomb down uncontested, basically, as they peeked out and turned it into a 3v5 on another eco round. So the terrorists are looking really strong to win this round. Win this half 8-7. In competitive Counter-Strike Source, there are 15 rounds per side. You need to win 16 rounds, so if the half is 8-7, then you need to win the next half 8-7 as well. So now we're going into the last round of the half. The counter-terrorist saved for the last round. You always want to win the last round, so they're going to go into, I think they're doing their normal setup. They've got 2 ops now, I think. Yeah, they've got 2 ops, so they're going to be playing an op mid and an op long. And they're going to try and win some more rounds. The men have won 7 rounds in a row, basically, after they were down 6-1. Looks like it's going to be another B rush. These guys are just dominating B. They know B is their weak spot. Nubler's going to be getting some counter flashes off of Zeke, gets into sight. I don't know how he wasn't blind. Risen knows he's in the back of sight, so let's see if he gets this entry on him. Bill knows he's going to be able to get another kill. And Ghoul's taking down window, peeking. A really bad idea to peek 3 people going into sight. That is probably going to lose the round for them. That is a big mistake that a lot of unexperienced players make. They try to hold the sight in a situation like that. They just need to wait for their teammates to get there so they can help retake the site instead of 1v4ing basically. But CTs have turned it into a 1v1 here. This is really and I can't believe they won the round. They should have lost that. A great retake on CT's part, just coming in and just killing them. Basically, men were not in the best positions to counter, to crossfire. There should have been a guy big box, maybe a guy closet or tunnel, and then a guy in sight. But it looks like they were all peeking. Basically, what happens is if you let the CTs into sight, they don't see you as soon as they run in. They're gonna start guessing where you're at. But if they come in and they spot you as soon as they come in, you're already spotted. There's no guessing game. They're not going to run around peeking corners unnecessary. So very big mistake on men's part, just being exposed as the CTs were peeking into sight. Coming into sight. So I guess they took that half 8-7. HRG run that half 8-7. I was really expecting men to win that last round, being the situation they were in, as well as the momentum. So that's the half. And I'm going to do another video on the second half of this match, so you guys can watch that later on. And go ahead and check out our channel. It's youtube.com/NetcodeIlluminati. This is more than likely going to be going up on Machinima Esports, or Machinima's YouTube channel, so have a look out for that. Thanks, guys.